Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Fishing with Rod. It's mid-March and today we're doing a bit of kokanee fishing at Kawkawa Lake. If you've been watching our videos, you probably have seen whenever I'm doing kokanee fishing, I'm fishing with bait such as daily shrimp and krill. But today, on purpose, I've left all the bait at home and the only thing I brought is my spoons. And we're going to be doing some vertical jigging with our Gibbs Croc spoons. So the size of the spoon that we're using today is 1/16 ounce. Last year, I actually did a tutorial on this particular fishery, just jigging with spoons, and it's pretty straightforward. The fishing is not. Oh, this one. there it is. Oh, that was fast. And it came off. Okay, that was pretty unexpected. Where was I? So I was saying, fishing with bait when it comes to kokanee is fairly consistent. You can find a school of fish. Generally, you can get lots of bites. But the fish will be working on the bait on and off. With spoons, when you get a bite, it's pretty precise. When you get a bite, you usually can hook the fish right away, but you won't get as many bites just because the bait, they tend to peck at it before they really commit to it. With spoons, when they go for it, they really hit. So I've actually been fishing out here since probably about 11 o'clock this morning. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon now, so I spent about 3 or 4 hours on the water. Had some luck on and off today. Haven't really been able to find really big schooling fish, but it's been fairly consistent. I've had about a dozen, maybe a bit more hookups. Landed about 10 fish. Most of them are the kokanee, the yacht coho, landlocked coho salmon, and a few cutthroat trout as well. So pretty entertaining just by doing this all day. Now these Croc spoons, I should bring this up and show it to you guys. These Croc spoons come in many different sizes. So this one here is 1/16 ounce, and they go up to 1/2 ounce, 3/4 ounce for the bigger fish like salmon. So the 1/16 ounce is the smallest one they can get. It's designed as a casting spoon, which means you can cast and retrieve. It's kind of like a little bait fish. For trout, for salmon, but I find this is also one of my favorite lure when it comes to vertical jigging. And when I say vertical jigging, I mean just by dropping the line all the way down to the bottom, straight down from the boat, and just jig, like so. So the jigging motion that I'm looking for, it's not a really hard snag, because then not only, oh, there's one. Oh, that was good. So that fish grabbed it when the spoon was dropping. That was pretty fun. Oh, this one's nice. Nice fish. So here it is. That's a nice kokanee. Not very big. This one's about average, about 12-13 inches long, which is pretty typical for this time of year. But early in the season, about 2 years ago, we've actually caught some up to 16 inches long, which is really big for this time of year. These fish, by the summertime, in a couple months from now, will grow a couple more inches, and they're really good for eating. So let's drop it all the way down to the bottom. These fish tend to be right on the bottom. I'm fishing at about 40 feet of water today, and so you got to drop your spoon all the way down to the bottom. When it hit the bottom, the line's going to be slack. You're going to reel in a little bit until it's tight. It's going to lift the spoon up about 1/2 foot off the bottom and just start jigging. And like I said earlier, when you jig, it's not a really big motion. It's a very tiny twitch. You're lifting the rod up very quickly by about, I don't know, like 1/2 foot, maybe to 1 foot. So lift it up really quickly, and oh, there's not. Oh, another bite. Then the spoon's gonna drop down and flutter, and that fluttering action is what is attracting the fish to the area. Occasionally, I would lift the rod slowly up about 2 feet, just to change the action a little bit, and that kind of will catch the fish off guard. This is pretty fun, getting quite a few bites now. There was a period of time about an hour ago that I didn't get any bites. I guess the schools was not really in the area, but now the fishing's picked up again, which is great. Now I have my fish finder back there, the sounder, and in fact I can see the spoon showing up on the sounder a lot of times, and you can see that whenever I jig, it'll pop up on the sounder. Oh, I think I had a bite there. Oh, lure's tangled up. So one thing I like to do is I tend to use a steelhead hook instead of a traditional long shank hook on this when I'm jigging the spoon, for a couple of reasons. With the long shank hook, there's a much bigger chance to tangle up on the line when you're jigging it, because when you're lifting up and dropping it, when the line's going slack as the lure drops, there's a pretty good chance that the hook will tangle up with the line. And the other thing is I just find that with the steelhead hook, the hookups tend to be better. The fish stays on better instead of the long shank hook. So just something to think about if you want to try out different things. You don't necessarily have to use the same hook that comes with the lure. You can always change it just simply by taking the hook off the split ring, not split shot. So looking at the sounder there, I don't really see any fish on there now. Now that we have a system going through, the wind's picking up. Just gotta keep jigging away and sit and wait. Eventually, this strategy is a little different than trolling. Trolling's more, oh, there's one. Say too soon. I guess there's fish around. Hey? Oh, whoa, that's a nice one. Yes. Oh, no. Almost. There you go. That's a nice fish. Hey, that's a nice fish. This one's slightly bigger than the other one, so let's take a look at it. So here it is. Nice kokanee. This one's probably 14 inches long. Slightly bigger than the other one, like I say, and it's also a little broader, so it's quite a bit heavier. Beautiful fish. So you can keep 4 fish in this lake, and it's always good to check the regulations to make sure you know the daily quota, how many fish you can keep in a lake where you're fishing at. With 4 fish going home, this is number 2 I'm keeping today, and even just 2 fish, that's good enough for me. Very happy right now. Whew. So that's about it for today. It's pretty cold right now. It's about 6:30 in the afternoon, and see all that snow behind me on the mountain? Yeah, that cold wind just comes straight down, cuts into my back. It's absolutely freezing. It's been a pretty good day. We had a bit of rain, bit of snow. Well, a bit of snow on the mountain, lots of wind, and a bit of sun as well. Caught about 20 kokanee, hooked about 20, 25 kokanee, so it was a pretty good day just by vertically jigging a spoon, as you can see. It's a pretty simple yet effective technique. And it doesn't just work for kokanee, but it also works for trout, works for char, and aluminum species as well. So if you want to do some lake fishing, definitely give it a go. Just go out and get a little spoon, like a Gibbs Croc spoon, like a 1/16-ounce Croc spoon. You'll be pleasantly surprised. So before we go, I just want to mention that last weekend we hosted the Chilliwack's All About Fishing. So this is a family fishing event where the kids can come out and learn about fishing. So they go to try out some casting contests, fly casting lessons, and fly tying, and they also got to see some trout and little fish in the aquarium and things like that. But it was also a place where people could get some more advanced fishing information, things like bar fishing for salmon, lure fishing, float fishing for steelhead, jig fishing, and reel repair and rod building. So lots of information would happen at this event, and hope to turn this into an annual event where new fishermen can learn about, get more information about fishing, and also more experienced anglers can come out and network and meet new friends. So this event happened back in the early 2000s, between 2002 and 2004, I think, but it stopped due to a lack of volunteers, so it couldn't happen again. But this year, I decided to revive that event, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully we'll turn this into an annual event. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you some clips from some video clips from last weekend, just so you know what actually happened. So if you want more information on fishing in British Columbia, please go to our website at fishingwithrod.com and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more upcoming videos. And if you have any other questions regarding this fishing technique I've shown you today and any other fishing techniques, please leave a message or leave a comment in this video. I'm always happy to answer your questions anytime. So until next time, good luck fishing.
About 30 feet up there, and he grabbed it on the way up as it was coming.
Oh, wet.
These are your absolute perfect bread and butter size. These are those schooling lings we were talking about this morning. Usually when you find lings this size, they're never alone. There's always a little